Ever wished you could rake in YouTube cash without actually, being on YouTube?
Interesting.
You're not alone. So many people are exploring these faceless YouTube niches. And for this deep dive, we've got this video. It's originally in Spanish that breaks down how creators are making serious bank, like thousands of euros a month. We're talking about, folks who've cracked the code to success without ever showing their faces.
That's right. And choosing the right niche, even when you're not on camera, is absolutely critical. It's going to impact how much you can earn. It's going to impact what brands might want to partner with you and your entire strategy for growing the channel.
Okay, so let's jump right into the niches. The first one this video dives into is geography country curiosities. Seems like we all have that little bit of wanderlust, right? I mean, who doesn't love a good top 10 list about countries they've never even heard of?
Yeah. It's true. Those top 10 or like those did you know videos about different countries are incredibly popular. There's just something about learning quirky facts or comparing cultures that really draws people in.
The video highlights a channel that's making about 7,000 euros a month just from this kind of content. And get this, they're getting 2 to 3 million views every single month. And it's all done with pretty basic visuals. Think maps and stock footage, stuff that anyone can access. It's almost like the simpler the better.
Yeah, there's a really valuable lesson there. I think sometimes we get caught up in the idea that we need fancy equipment or studio setups, but this example shows that that's not always the case. What matters more is how you present the information. They use dynamic editing, things like text overlays or cool transitions and sound effects to keep viewers hooked, even without a person on the screen.
So good editing skills are a must-have. Got it. Okay, next up we have software platforms. This one might be a bit more techy since it involves screen recording.
It does, but the potential for making money is huge. Think about it. You're attracting a business and marketing crowd, and that means higher ad revenue, and the opportunities for brand deals are through the roof.
Yeah. They mentioned a channel focused on AI platforms that's bringing in over 1,000 euros a month just from ad revenue alone. They estimated that sponsorships could potentially double or even triple that amount.
And don't forget about affiliate links. If you're recommending software, you can earn a commission every time someone signs up using your unique link.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Definitely adds another layer to the income.
Right.
Now, for niche #3, we're entering the world of sports, which I can only imagine is a super competitive space.
It is, but the key is finding a unique angle within that world. People are always going to be passionate about sports, and they're hungry for news, analysis, anything that feeds their fandom. Instead of trying to cover everything, maybe focus on a specific sport, a certain league, or even offer a unique perspective, like the financial side of the game or the history behind a team's rivalry.
They gave an example of a Chilean football channel that's earning around 2,000 euros a month. What struck me was that their ad revenue per view is actually quite low, but they make up for it with massive viewership. It's like they found this perfect balance.
And what's remarkable is this creator's resourcefulness. So to avoid copyright issues, they use free stock footage, news clips, and some seriously clever editing to create compelling content. It proves that you can produce top-notch sports content without breaking the bank or getting into legal trouble.
I can see those partnership opportunities rolling in.
Oh, yeah.
With sports betting platforms, fantasy leagues, or even financial companies.
Exactly.
Okay, let's switch gears to niche #4, history. There's this innate fascination we have with the past. And the potential for a video to go viral in this niche is huge, right? I mean, who doesn't love a good historical mystery or a fresh take on an event that we thought we knew everything about? This feels like a niche where high-quality visuals and storytelling really come into play.
Absolutely. The video suggested tools like Doodly or VideoScribe to create those animated explainer-style videos that are a hit in the history space.
They showcased a channel called Memorias de Pez that's raking in an incredible 20,000 euros per month. Clearly, investing in visual production can pay off, especially when you're dealing with history buffs who love to see those visuals come to life.
For sure.
Now, moving on to niche #5, home exercise. The demand for fitness content never seems to die down. You know what's great about this niche? People will revisit workout videos over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. It's evergreen.
It's like having a built-in audience that keeps coming back for more. This is a great one for someone who is camera shy. They explain how some creators buy illustrations or animations of different exercises, and then they edit them together and add their own voiceover. You get high-quality fitness content without needing a gym or a film crew.
Plus, there's the potential to create your own fitness products like ebooks, workout plans, even branded merchandise. It's a natural extension of your content and could bring in a whole other stream of income.
They mentioned that the example channel earns between €10,000 and €15,000 a month. Talk about motivation.
Definitely inspiring. But a word of caution, be careful about using music in your videos.
Oh, right. Yep.
Copyright issues can be a headache, so stick to royalty-free tracks, YouTube has a free audio library that's a lifesaver.
Good to know. They also mentioned a Chrome extension that lets you see if channels are monetized. Adding that to my to-do list.
Smart move. It's a great way to see what's working in your niche.
All right, niche #6 is entrepreneurship, which feels super broad, but that's actually a good thing, right? It means there are tons of sub-niches to explore.
Exactly. And it's a lucrative niche because you're talking to an audience of entrepreneurs, people who are actively looking for solutions, tools, and information to grow their businesses. And that opens up a ton of avenues for external monetization, like online courses, coaching, even physical products.
They listed sub-niches like digital nomadism, work-from-home strategies, motivational content, business tools, even Excel tutorials.
It's amazing how diverse this niche can be. And the key here is to find your micro niche. Instead of talking about entrepreneurship in general, zero in on something specific, like success stories in a particular industry or detailed company analysis.
Next, we have niche #7, trading. The video made it sound like a real hidden gem, high profitability with less competition.
It's true, and there's so many ways to make money. You could collaborate with brokers, earn affiliate commissions, or even develop and sell your own trading software or tools. The potential is huge, especially if you build an audience that trusts your expertise.
The example channel they gave has 3 million monthly views and is making 7,800 euros just from ads, not even counting all those other avenues.
Of course, you'll need some knowledge about trading to do this and the ability to record and edit screen captures, but the payoff could be significant.
Niche #8 is data channels, and they emphasized originality and using copyright-free music, which makes sense.
It does. These channels rely heavily on visuals and data presentation. You don't want to risk copyright strikes by using someone else's graphics or music without permission.
It sounds like this niche is mostly about ad revenue on YouTube itself, rather than external monetization.
You're right. It can be challenging to create and sell products or services directly related to data visualization. So focusing on YouTube's ad program makes sense here.
Okay, get ready because niche #9 is a goldmine. Digital marketing.
Ooh, yeah.
It covers everything hot right now. Social media, affiliate marketing, SEO, anything related to online business.
This is a high-paying niche because you're attracting a business-savvy audience. Plus, you've got endless possibilities for sponsorships, online courses, and consulting services.
Hold on to your hats. They mentioned an SEO channel earning €10 per 1,000 views. That translates to 1,000 for just 100,000 views. Suddenly, I'm feeling very inspired to learn more about SEO.
Yeah, it's a compelling option, especially if you've got any experience or expertise in digital marketing.
And for something a little different, niche #10, politics and economics. This was always fascinating because it taps into such a massive and engaged audience.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great niche, but you need strong research skills, the ability to present information in a balanced way, and the skill to tell captivating stories, even if you're not on camera.
They highlighted a channel that's answering trending questions about politics and economics, which is brilliant. People are always looking for answers. They praised the channel's knack for creating click-worthy titles and an engaging format. It sounds like they're making a cool €7,000 to €8,000 each month.
It's all about finding those knowledge gaps and filling them with content people are eager to consume.
And finally, we've reached niche #11. Celebrity. I mean, let's be real. We all get sucked into those celebrity gossip videos and viral moments. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Totally. Yeah. It's a niche that thrives on attention, but there's a catch. The ad revenue per view tends to be low, so you need a huge audience to make serious money from ads alone.
But they did showcase an English-language celebrity channel that's pulling in a mind-blowing €50,000 to €70,000 a month. That just proves the power of going viral and creating content that captures the zeitgeist.
Exactly, but this niche is a sprint, not a marathon. You need to stay ahead of trends and constantly churn out fresh content to keep those viewers coming back. It's not for the faint of heart.
It's fascinating how some of these niches are all about like those big viral hits, while others are more about building a library of evergreen content. It really highlights how important it is to understand who your audience is and what they want from YouTube.
Absolutely. And this video brings up another crucial point. Thinking beyond just YouTube ads when it comes to making money. They call it external monetization,
Oh, okay.
and it's a game changer.
You mean leveraging your audience and content to create income streams outside of just the ads on YouTube?
Exactly. You're already putting in the work to build an audience and provide valuable content. Why not explore other ways to generate revenue from that? And the beauty is, these external avenues often complement your YouTube content perfectly.
They mentioned sponsorships, affiliate marketing, even selling your own products or services.
Think about it. If your niche is something like digital marketing or software or even sports, you've got a built-in audience that's incredibly valuable to brands. Partnerships and sponsorships just make sense in those spaces.
Okay, but some of these niches sound seriously intimidating. I mean, I'm not a trading expert or a digital marketing guru. Does that mean I'm automatically out of the running?
Not at all. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. What matters most is your passion for the topic, your willingness to learn, and your ability to connect with your audience in a genuine way.
So even if I'm not a pro, I can still build a successful channel in a more complex niche if I'm willing to put in the work.
Absolutely. In fact, sometimes starting from a beginner's mindset can be an advantage, You're going through the learning process alongside your audience, and that shared journey can be really powerful.
That's a great point. It's about finding that unique angle, even within a niche that might seem crowded.
hmm The video really emphasizes this by encouraging viewers to think about their existing strengths and interests. What knowledge or skills do you already have that you could share? What topics are you genuinely excited to dive into and learn more about? Those are the seeds of great content.
It's like instead of chasing the latest trend, you're tapping into something authentic, something that genuinely resonates with you, that feels way more sustainable in the long run.
Exactly. Passion fuels consistency, and consistency is the key to building a loyal YouTube audience.
All right, so we've talked about the niches themselves, but I'm curious about the practical side. How are these creators actually making these faceless videos?
Well, the video gave some helpful insights into the production process.
They mentioned using tools like Doodly and VideoScribe for those animated explainer videos, which seem perfect for niches like history or education.
And for software tutorials or anything that involves screen recording, they recommend OBS and Filmora. Both are really user-friendly options for capturing and editing your screen.
Okay, what about the visuals? We talked about stock footage, but are there other resources these creators are using?
Absolutely. If you're doing geography-themed videos, there are amazing free sites like Pexels and Pixabay that offer stunning images and videos of landscapes and landmarks.
And for other niches like sports or history, you can find copyright-free photos and news clips online. Just make sure you're giving proper attribution.
Resourcefulness and creativity are key, even if you're not filming your own footage.
We can't forget about audio. Music is so crucial for setting the mood and keeping people engaged.
Definitely. But remember what we said about being careful with copyright. YouTube's free audio library is a goldmine for royalty-free music that won't get you into trouble.
Okay, let's say I found my niche, I've got my tools, and I'm ready to start creating. What are some of the key takeaways from this video that will set me up for success?
First and foremost, focus on providing real value to your audience. What problems are you solving? What knowledge are you sharing? What makes your content worth watching?
It's not about chasing views or money. It's about making a genuine connection with your audience and creating content that makes a positive impact.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to niche down even further. The more specific you can be, the better you'll be able to target your ideal audience and stand out from the crowd.
So instead of travel, it's solo female backpacking through Southeast Asia on a budget.
Perfect example. And this ties into another crucial point. Consistency. Upload regularly, engage with your audience in the comments, and always strive to improve the quality of your content.
It takes time and effort to build a successful YouTube channel. It's not an overnight thing.
Absolutely. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And don't underestimate the power of community. Collaborate with other creators in your niche, participate in online forums, and build relationships with your viewers.
We've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one more piece I'm curious about. They kept mentioning RPM as a factor when choosing a niche. What exactly does that mean?
RPM stands for revenue per mil, and it basically tells you how much money you earn for every 1,000 views your videos get.
Oh, got it. So some niches have higher RPMs than others.
Exactly. Niches that attract a business audience, like those digital marketing or finance channels, tend to have higher RPMs because advertisers are willing to pay more to reach those viewers.
So even if a channel doesn't have millions of views, they can still earn a decent income if they're in a niche with a high RPM.
Precisely. That's why choosing your niche is so important. You want to find something that not only excites you, but also has the potential to generate good revenue.
Is there a way to figure out the RPM for a specific niche, like a secret formula or something?
Well, there's no exact formula, but there are resources out there that can give you a general idea. The video mentioned a Telegram channel. We'll definitely link to that in the show notes. It lists 20 profitable niches and their estimated RPMs.
I'm definitely checking that out. It sounds like a great starting point.
Just remember, those are estimates. Your actual earnings will depend on things like the quality of your content, how engaged your audience is, and the advertisers who choose to bid on your videos.
It's not as simple as picking a high RPM niche and watching the money roll in. You still have to put in the work to create amazing content and build an audience who loves what you do.
Absolutely. But having a good understanding of RPMs can help you make smart decisions about your niche and your overall YouTube strategy. It's all about setting yourself up for success.
Speaking of success, what was your favorite takeaway from all of this? What really stood out to you?
I'm fascinated by the fact that these creators are building businesses, sharing their passions, and making a real impact, all without ever showing their faces. It challenges the whole idea of what it means to be a YouTuber and opens up a world of possibilities for those who might be camera shy but still have incredible knowledge to share.
It's empowering to know that you don't have to fit into a certain mold to be successful on YouTube. You can leverage your unique skills and interests to create a channel that reflects who you are.
And at the end of the day, the most successful YouTubers are the ones who genuinely connect with their audience and provide real value, whether it's entertainment or education or inspiration. It's all about making a positive impact.
Sometimes the most impactful content comes from those who are willing to be vulnerable, sharing their knowledge and experiences in an authentic and relatable way.
Exactly, because ultimately people connect with people even if they can't see their faces.
Okay, so we've explored all these incredible niches. We've talked about production tips and different ways to make money. But what does it all mean for you, for our listeners?
You know, for me, the biggest takeaway is that success on YouTube is absolutely possible, even if you don't want to be on camera. These faceless niches are bursting with opportunities for anyone who's creative and resourceful and passionate about sharing their knowledge and skills.
It's like finding that perfect recipe. Your passion, what people are searching for, and a way to make it all financially sustainable.
Exactly. And remember that Telegram channel we talked about, the one with the 20 profitable niches and their estimated RPMs? Yeah.
We'll make sure to include a link to that in the show notes so you can start exploring and see what sparks your interest.
That's a must-have resource for anyone starting their YouTube journey.
And don't be afraid to experiment. Play around with different content formats. Try out new editing styles and see what works best for your audience. YouTube is constantly evolving, so there's always room to be innovative and try new things.
Yeah, finding your unique voice and building a community around your content is what it's all about.
And remember, building a successful YouTube channel takes time and effort. It's not going to happen overnight.
Right.
But with the right niche, a solid strategy, and a whole lot of passion, you can absolutely build a thriving channel without ever having to show your face. So as you consider these niches and your own strengths, ask yourself this. What kind of content could you create that would not only be successful, but also impactful and entertaining? What unique perspective can you bring to the table? That's a fantastic question to ponder as you embark on your YouTube adventure. Thanks for joining us today for this deep dive into faceless YouTube niches. Don't forget to check out the resources we mentioned in the show notes, and be sure to tune in next time for another exciting deep dive into a topic you won't want to miss.